My dear students, I am going to teach you the second part of lesson number 2 of ninth class, that is the polynomial. In this, in second part, remainder theorem. This is a very important theorem, and this theorem is totally depends upon the division. My dear students, my dear students, my dear students, you know how to divide the two numbers. From first standard, you know this process. But a mathematician, Euclid was a mathematician, and he defined the division method in his own way. He was a mathematician of Italy, and he defined the process of division, and he also defined the relation between the divisor, quotient, and remainder. These are the four terms of a division. The process of division he called the algorithm, and relation between these four terms he defined the term lemma. So algorithm is the process of the division, and lemma is the relation between these four terms. And this two terms was defined by Euclid. Euclid was a famous mathematician of Italy. So now I want to make clear these two concepts. If you divide, example first, if you divide 21 by 4 by old method, 4 5s are 20, and this is 1. My dear students, these two terms are given, 4 and 21, and 5 and 1, two terms you are getting after division. So this process of division is called algorithm. What is algorithm? This process of division is called algorithm. And what is lemma? Lemma is the relation between divisor, quotient, and plus remainder. If you apply this relation here, 21 is the dividend, and divisor is 4, and quotient is 5, and plus remainder is 1. 21 is equal to 20 plus 1. 21 is equal to 21. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. This is a division of small numbers. But whether the numbers are small or large, the process remains the same. This process is called algorithm, and this relation is called lemma. These two things are very important in the division. So you can take so many examples of division. You know very well how to divide the two numbers. You will get the four terms and apply this formula. You will get left hand side is equal to right hand side. But what is the remainder theorem here? In ninth class, This is important. Remainder theorem. The remainder theorem tells us that without the long division method, you can find out the remainder of when you divide the one term by 2. Second, so without going, this remainder theorem is applied in algebraic expressions where there is a method of division is very long. So by the remainder theorem, we can find out the remainder very easily in a very short time. And also by the remainder theorem, we can check whether this number is 0 of this polynomial or not, or whether the factor is given is a factor of this or not a factor of this polynomial. So this remainder tells us 2-3 things. I am going to explain with the example, with the help of the example. So algorithm and lemma is clear to you. I am taking an example. Px is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. And you have to divide by x plus 1. Here this is the dividend, or you can say this is the polynomial, and this is x plus 1. You have to check, you have to find out the remainder when you will divide this dividend by this divisor. So how will you find out the remainder? Directly from remainder theorem, find out the value of x is equal to minus 1. And by putting the value of minus 1 in this px, minus 1 cube plus 3 into minus 1 square plus 3 into minus 1 plus 1. P minus 1 is equal to minus 1 plus 3 into 1 minus 3 plus 1 minus 1 minus 3 plus 3 plus 1 minus 4 plus 4 is equal to 0. Hence, the remainder when you divide this polynomial by x plus 1, you will get the remainder 0. And hence this minus 1 is the 0 of this polynomial. This minus 1 is the 0 of this polynomial, and x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. Two things. Here you can check two things by long division also. Here I am going to check by the long division method. Divide this by x plus 1. X plus 1. Now, x square, x cube plus x square minus this 2x square plus 3x plus 1 plus 2x, this 2x square plus 2x minus x plus 1 and plus 1, x plus 1 minus 1, both are cancelled and 0. The remainder is 0. By long division method, here the remainder is 0. By remainder theorem, you also have shown the remainder was 0 in this example. So by these two methods, by remainder theorem or by this long division method, a remainder is 0. And quotient is the same. Dividend and divisor also same. But this is a long method, and a remainder theorem method is a very short method to find out the remainder of the division of two numbers. So now I am going to take one more example. Now hence the now second example, or this first example can also be written in lemma form. X cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder 0. You will see, you have to check yourself. I am not going to check. You have to check yourself whether the relation given by Euclid lemma is true or not. Another example, find the remainder. Find the remainder find the remainder a when x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a is divided by x minus a. This is the dividend, and this is the divisor, and this is the dividend. By remainder theorem, we have to find out the remainder. In remainder theorem, find out the value of x. X minus a is x minus a is a divisor, and value of x is equal to a. And write down the px. X cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a. This px is given. This px is given, and divisor is given. From divisor, find out the value of x and put the value of x in this polynomial. A cube, you have to put the value of a in place of x, and x is a variable in this polynomial, minus a into a square plus 6 into a minus a. Pa is equal to a cube minus a cube plus 6a minus a. Pa is equal to this cancelled with this, and 6a minus a is equal to 5a. This is the remainder by remainder theorem. So in every division, you can find out the remainder with the help of the remainder theorem. This is a short method and very easiest method to find out the remainder. This remainder is 5a here. This remainder is not 0. So therefore this x minus a is this x minus a is not a factor of this polynomial. I have told you that you can check two things, the remainder as well as the factor. This is the remainder, and by the help of this remainder we can say that this is not a factor of this polynomial. So with the help of the remainder theorem, you can check two things. And I think this is this concept remainder theorem is clear to you. With the help of the remainder theorem or also with the help of the long division method, you can check the remainder whether your answer is right or wrong. It can be checked by the remainder theorem. When dividend and divisor are given, divide the dividend by divisor, find out the remainder, and then find out the remainder by long division method, then again find out the remainder by the remainder theorem method, and check whether these two answers are same or not. If both are same, it means your answer is correct. So remainder theorem is a short method to find out the remainder as well as the factor, whether this factor of this polynomial is or not. So this is the way of checking the factor as well as the remainder. So in next part, I will take next topic of this chapter first, factorization, method of factorization. The third part I will take later on. And one thing I want to tell you, my dear student, please subscribe the channel. I shall be very thankful to you. Thank you.